It's approaching the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. Let's go ahead and recap all the information that's been coming out the past 2 to 3 days regarding the 250 million downloads. Now, what you're seeing right now is the card art for the Duel Fest Goku unit alongside the Frieza unit that's coming out, thanks to, I guess, Dokkan from Twitter for leaking this information out. So this has been surfacing around on Twitter right now. So it is the artwork with the transformation mechanics, basically built into the card itself. So we'll cover the details with that, but I figured this is something that you guys would want to see firsthand. So this is going to be more or less a recap of what all do we know so far regarding the 250 million download celebration. So we'll go through it one by one and just kind of go through, every little detail that's been leaked out so far. Obviously, this is still all speculation at this point, given that, the data miners like Hawaii and I Seriously have done a tremendous job in getting, the most, accurately possible information out right now. So a lot of the information is going to be taken from them, from their data mines, and that's definitely appreciated and helps out the community a lot in terms of finding out what's coming up. So let's just recap one by one what's everything that we know so far. So we'll start off with the 250 million downloads Dual Dokkan Festival. Seems to be obviously Super Saiyan Goku and Final Form Frieza will be the featured main banner card units, and this is basically off of the Reddit post the other day from RollerZZ. So definitely credit due when it's needed. Looks like also Boss Rush is coming out, so stage 6 I believe for JP. That's also going to be 35 Dragonstones will be given out for whatever boss battles you're going to be facing with that. Second up is Global versus Japan competition, similar to Finding Mr. Right. It's going to be taking place this time around again. So it's based on a lot more criteria than it was last year. I'm not going to cover the details, but I guess I might as well. This will be a compilation of all the information anyhow. So the Global versus JP competition is going to depend on the amount of cleared stages, amount of training done, amount of Dokkan Awakenings, amount of Zeni gathered, the amount of the agility Piccolo unit obtained, and then amount of rank ups within the players, and then also a new, I guess, frog support item, amount of those obtained. So the winner is going to get that Super Saiyan Goku Super Strength unit card, while the losing side gets the Extreme Physical Final Form Frieza unit. Again, the ticket banner is also coming out. That's been confirmed. So all this stuff some of it has been confirmed by the V-Jump scans. So good thing is ticket banner is officially confirmed. We will get that as part of the 250 million download celebration. So from what this is saying, it looks like one ticket can equate to one single. 5 tickets will equate to one multi-summon, which is going to be 5 total cards. I think it was exactly the same setup as last year as well. Now, the period of time where the 50 Dragonstones equating to one ticket is going to range is July 22nd of 2017 all the way up to the 21st of August this month. So between that full year, whatever Dragonstones were spent, and this includes not just summons, it'll probably include the stamina used to train or grind, and also any Dragonstones used to continues and whatever, so every Dragonstone spent in the game is going to be factored into one ticket equating to 50 Dragonstones. So certainly good news, especially for free-to-play type players. That's essentially a way to get free summons. I mean, from Dragonstones you already spent. All right, so we'll cover the the speculations as to what the ticket banner is going to include here on the next video probably. The next one is the login bonuses. The only thing known so far is that agility Piccolo unit that's got the ability to fuse with Nail under, you know, if certain criteria are met. This is also that Extreme Z Awakened unit. So a high chance, I'd say close to 99.9% chance it's a free-to-play Piccolo unit, and it's also going to have an Extreme Z Awakened. So definitely going to be very happy about the fact that Piccolo finally gets some love in the game, and also I actually like Nail a lot too, so it's kind of nice to be able to see him you know, incorporated somehow. Piccolo and Nail fusing was a pretty big deal in the manga, so definitely happy about that. Okay, so part 2 of the 250 million downloads looks to be LR Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 will be obtainable through the friend summons, similar to, you know, like the LR Androids and LR Hercule. It's going to be the same format. And again, LR Super Saiyan Goku in Final Form Frieza is said to be part 2 of the celebration. And it's more than likely going to be summonable. So yeah, this LR Super Saiyan Goku and Final Form Frieza, I mean, I guess this is what this is saying is separate from the Dual Dokkan Festival from part 1. Like, I'm not quite sure, you know, how the deal is with that. Are we talking about the the Dragon Ball Super Tournament of Power LR Super Saiyan Goku and Final Form Frieza when they, you know, teamed up against Jiren? But, you know, it's hard to say. Again, this is all speculation, so I'm not quite sure if, I mean, that'd be crazy if both of these are coming out at the same time. Like part 1 is gonna have Super Saiyan Goku and Final Form Frieza, and also part 2 is gonna have an LR version. That's gonna be nuts, but we'll see what happens with that. I'm not 100% on that one, so you know, definitely leave a comment if you know better than I do. Okay, so a couple of updates that are going on that are coming for both JP and Global, and they're pretty big updates. So we'll cover them real fast too, because it's gonna start very soon. Like, at least for JP, it's starting very soon. This is gonna be updates to version 3.14. Debuffs will now appear when you do take damage in battle. So whenever you deal with, you know, damage against the enemy, you're going to see that stunning or SA sealed icon, as well as, you know, attack and defense decreases. Now I guess it applies to you being attacked as well. So definitely useful information to have during battles. You'll be able to see immediately if you stunned an enemy or not. Like, I think that'll help with you know, events like Super Battle Road and Battlefield. Number 2 is units with available unlockable routes will show up in that light blue color shading, which is going to be great. You're going to be able to see immediately, you know, who's got dupes that you could potentially use to unlock pass with. Great Apes will also now retain potential system buffs and abilities. That is going to be probably one of the biggest updates I've seen. Yeah, and the giant category is going to be ridiculous now. Not like overpowered or anything, but it's going to be very fun to run, because now they'll have the ability for additional attacks and criticals, and like their potential system increases from you know, HP attack and defense will apply. So definitely going to be interesting. You'll also be able to see the best times cleared, and also, you know, the friends clear time for stages throughout. So that's going to be also interesting. It'll set up new ways to kind of, you know, conduct races and all that stuff. And you can also, you know, go back through another, you know, go back through a stage and also, you know, use the same team without really setting it back up, because it'll save that team allocation. All right. So Global is also going to get a lot of updates too. And this is, again, like speculation based on what's happening. So Battlefield 2.0 is apparently going to be coming out finally for Global, so definitely big news there. And it's going to be the 2.0 version, not the initial version that came out on JP, where it's just like basically spamming a bunch of units on like rows to avoid getting, you know, it was like capture the flag format in a way, and it was crazy. So I'm glad it's Battlefield 2.0, not the first version. So Global will finally get that, and probably, you know, the LR Goku Ginyu and the Physical LR Ginyu Force will finally come out for global, maybe. Well, the Goku Ginyu, I mean, by like additional dupes for it. New Dokkan Fest cards added to database. It's untranslated apparently, so we'll have to see what's up with that. Chances are it's JP and Global are gonna have the same Dokkan Fest type setup, like similar to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Omega Shenron. They dropped at the same time. Last year, unfortunately, Global had to wait a long time for their leader skills, but probably going to be similar this year as well. New summons animations are coming, apparently, so that is very good news. Just keep in mind, you will get free tickets as part of the commemoration for the summon animations coming out. So I was fortunate enough to be able to pull LR Mighty Mask from those tickets, so you are going to be able to pull LRs if you're lucky. So good luck to everybody on the global side. Very good stuff. Again, 99 is now the limit to sell Baba stuff, so you'll have like the ability, instead of going through like 10 at a time, you'll be able to, you know, really get rid of a lot of items and you know, cards to sell at one time. So 99 looks to be the limit for now. All right. Oh, another big one, new friend system with filters. That should be a big deal, and it's coming out definitely a little bit sooner than I think most people expected, so that's definitely a good thing. It's going to make it essentially really easy, especially with Turles now out on global. Think about how easy it's going to be to look up, you know, Turles friends by filtering the system on the you know, friend setup. So that definitely good news with that. Let's move on to some of the units that have their information leaked. So we're going to start off with the transforming Goku and Frieza units, and then we'll cover the other units here in a second. So based on what I'm reading right now, this is from, I guess, let's see, Kubela posted on Reddit, and this is from, you know, I Seriously and Dokkan are unleashing the leaked information. So for Goku, looks to be, you know, it's a turn-by-turn transformation. For Goku, it's going to be first turn will obviously be Super Saiyan 1, and then transforms up to Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan God, and Super Saiyan Blue. Apparently, he's going to be part of the Super Saiyan 3 category, Realm of Gods, and Pure Saiyans. The question I have with that is he going to be in that category throughout, you know, the card itself, or is it going to be based on the transformation itself? Because if it's going to change according to what he transforms to, it's going to be very tricky in terms of team building and whatnot. So I'm guessing, to avoid all that, it's going to be, you know, the same category throughout. Just the card itself is going to fall into categories. Now, another thing is speculation that they're going to be part of the full power category as well. So we'll see what's up with that. For the Goku unit, leader skill looks to be +3 ki honor, 20% for all super allies, no restrictions. So very good leader skill. Pretty much the same thing as like Tech Vegito Blue, I guess, but you know, it's definitely nice to have another unit that's going to have a super lead with 120% boost towards stats. Okay, so another thing we know right now is the Goku passive in Super Saiyan Blue form is attack increase of 120% and ki +12, which is absolutely ridiculous, and then guaranteed critical as well as 25% reduction toward damage taken. So that is a ridiculous amount of passive there, but that is his final form, so you know, we'll have to see how long it actually takes, how many turns it actually takes to you know, get to that transformation status. And again, this is all, you know, speculation and projection, so it's bound to, it could be changed, and we don't know for sure at this point. Frieza, on the other hand, looks to be first form, second form, third form, final form, and then the golden form. He'll be part of the Resurrected Warriors, full power, and movie bosses. So pretty good categories included on there. Both the units have, pretty good categories they'll be a part of, so that's going to help out a lot. Looks like leader skills ki +3, and then a 120% increase for all extreme allies, no restrictions. So another very good extreme type lead. Looks like in the golden version, he will have 120% increase to attack key plus 12, guaranteed criticals, and also 15% HP recovery at the beginning of the turn. So, yeah, looks like it's pretty crazy. Like, yeah, it's looking pretty nice. Now it's gonna depend on if you're able to pull it and get lucky, I guess. All right, so let's talk about the Piccolo unit. Looks to be like. Really, everybody at this point is pretty much thinking it's free to play. I think it's going to be the login free to play unit, and then you'll be able to get that guy to Extreme Z Awakened status. He also does have the transformation mechanic where he does fuse with Nail, and yeah, I mean, we don't know what the criteria is, but there are also speculations that he'll have his own specific potential orbs needed instead of your, type specific hidden potential orbs. He'll have his own, similar to like Goku Jr. and Bulma and all those units. So which is good. You won't have to waste your own potential orbs if that's the case. Looks like untransformed attack and defense increase of 50%, plus 1 key and 10% attack per rainbow key collected. Looks like that is the passive skill. Once he is transformed, 20% HP recovery each turn. Transforms agility key into rainbow. Attack and defense increases 60%. Key plus 2 and attack plus 12%. And HP of 15 per rainbow key collected. So yeah, he definitely packs quite a punch, and the recovery, 20% recovery to HP definitely sounds really nice for every turn. So he also has the ability to hit attack all enemies with supreme damage, so it could be useful there. And we'll see what the final stats are for that, and go from there. Looks like, all right, so let's cover the LR Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. Now this is going to be one of those where you can summon off the friend points or friend summons, and looks like from what I see here, these are talking about the stats of LR status. I think it's 14,000 to HP, 10,000 to attack, and 10,000 to defense. It's a super physical type. Looks like for leader skill, if it is a rainbow super team, no key boost, but all stats increase by 100%. So similar, I guess, to the LRTN and Chaozu, but a little bit better. But the fact that you don't get a key boost is definitely a little bit lackluster, and a little bit, I wouldn't say concerning, but I mean, key boosts from leader skills are very important. So it's a little bit a bummer that they don't have that. Passive skill, however, is key plus 4, defense increase of 50% for all super allies. So essentially, if you were running a double lead, I guess they would kind of make up with that with the passive. Attack will decrease by 40% for extreme types, and then yeah, again, this is mentioning that the key boost from the passive of plus 4 is going to compensate for the lack of that in the leader skill. Looks like, let's see, links have Justice Heroes, Legendary Power, and whatnot. We're not going to go through all that much, but alright, so lastly, it looks like the celebration is going to start on the 21st, like the countdown for it, and the actual celebration will begin on the 28th. That's when it's speculated to, that's when the schedule is speculated or estimated to be about. So there is an update coming out, at least for JP, like on the, if I remember correctly, I thought it was like the 21st at 10 a.m. So it's essentially, for me, since I live on the eastern US, it's going to be like 9 p.m. Tonight, which is Sunday. So definitely going to be seeing updates to all the stuff from JP, like the potential system buffs to the giant category, and like the unlockable routes for hidden potentials for characters and whatnot. So we'll see some updates come about today or tonight. It's going to be a couple of hours, but we'll see how things go with the 250 million countdown celebration and leading up to the celebration itself. So hopefully a lot of good stuff. And I just basically wanted to compile all the information and just have one video for it. All right, so hopefully this kind of helped clarify matters a little bit more, and I appreciate you watching.